LinkedIn, you get some really great takeaways from this. I'm really going to be focusing on posting and polling for greater success on LinkedIn. I think posting and polling go hand in hand. The key to polling is really getting some interaction going before the main interaction. So in a sense, it's kind of like qualifying who is watching what you're doing, who's responding to it, how are they responding to it, really who they are. Is this somebody you'd like to get to know a little bit better? And posting, I align with my polling or vice versa, where the post really supports the poll and vice versa. And then my profile, I change to align with the post and the polling. So let me share my screen and I'll show you what a poll looks like. Okay, so here is my profile. And basically, and what's cool is you can see that what I'm saying now is on my profile until it's over, and then it will post on LinkedIn. That's one of the benefits to LinkedIn Live. But let's create a poll. How's that? So if you want to create a poll, you start with a post and you go here, which says create a poll. Now a poll could be like today, are you interested in learning more about LinkedIn polls? Right? And then I just put yes or no, and then it's done. And then here's where you put your post. And then ultimately, it's so simple, is why wouldn't you have a poll? Why wouldn't you want to learn what you need to know about your audience that you couldn't have known unless they interacted with you? But there's so many more people who will take a poll than write a comment. And that's an important area where everything about LinkedIn has its own audience. So basically, if you're posting, you're going to get people who respond to posts by commenting, but they may not be the same people as take a poll, because a poll is just clicking and you're done. A comment is you really have to get into the post itself, respond to it, and that takes time and effort, and it's a redirection. So this is so much easier. Now let's go to a poll that I've done, and let's go to activity. And I post every day, been posting for 1,000 days. I've been doing LinkedIn Lives for about 6 weeks. So, here, let's get a poll. I've been doing so many videos. Okay. Well, actually, I need to go to post. Sorry. Okay, so once we go to post, let's look at a poll. So here's a poll. So this was 3 days ago. The poll was, would you like a free profile review? 36 people voted, 31 people said yes. And then the key is going to people who you feel you align with, let's say like Jane, who actually I'm working with, and say, hey, Jane, thank you so much for supporting my poll. If you're still interested in learning more, happy to have a call, right? That's so simple, and it's so much appreciated because, first of all, not that many people respond to people, and responding sooner is better than responding later. So let's get back to stop sharing. And basically, what people want to know is you care, and it's important that you be proactive, take initial steps, respond to people you really want to talk to. And that could be coming through looking at who looked at your profile is a good area, looking who commented, polled, featured you, tagged you, connected with you, messaged you. So there's so many ways that you can take, let's say, a little subterranean inbound and create powerful outbound with it. And polling really, it's the question of the day. What you should look at with polling is, what question would you love to hear an answer to from people on LinkedIn who support you? And that's really your poll. Would you like to do this? Are you interested in that? It's really great for specific events because the polls work in multiple ways. They have a very wide spectrum. So if you're just looking for audience and response, which would be beneficial to your post, because the more people that land on your poll have a chance to see your post. So if you're looking for amplification of the broadcast itself throughout the LinkedIn network of people who support you, polling generally has some value. So if you were to say, I'll tell you the number one poll that I've done is, how many connections do you have on LinkedIn? And that's the easiest thing. And, what I would do, 0 to 1,000, 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 10, you get to have 4 answers up to 4. You have to have at least 2. It's like clapping with one hand if you just have one without the other. So basically, once you have that in place, then it's a matter of, do you want that audience or do you want to be more specific? So if you say, I have a workshop this Saturday, would you be interested in gaining more information? Well, to that anybody who responds to is going to be more relevant, more directed, more pre-qualified. So, this is so powerful, polling. So few people use it because either they don't understand it or don't know how to use it. And really, that's what I've been doing over 3 years, is developing proven everyday strategies that I take action on and have results with, and putting that into my LinkedIn Live program, where I'm promoting having your own branded LinkedIn Live with me as a co-host. Me and you working together for 30 days on a game plan, take you from where you are to where you need to be, or join one of my 2 mastermind groups. If you're interested, visit doncohenconsulting.com. If you put save 20, you'll save 20% off with that coupon, save 20. Anyways, getting back to polling, the key element is really looking at your LinkedIn post as a combination of powerful attachments that can magnify your reach, your influence, and getting your story across. Because the other key thing with polling is it shows a part of you. What are you interested in? So while you're learning, they're learning. And I think the key to LinkedIn is collaboration, learning together, working together, sharing together, because there's power in numbers. LinkedIn rewards interaction. They reward time on site. They reward positive, quality, relevant content. And if you fit into those categories, the key is breaking away from the mob. There's 810 million people on LinkedIn, and everybody at a certain point becomes indistinguishable. How do you get visibility? Well, if you're one of the few people polling, you're going to be one of the few people getting responses from people who enjoy taking polls. So, it's like, instead of the golden rule, how do you do unto others as you'd want done unto yourself? It's how do you do unto others as others would want to be done unto themselves? Putting them first, be service oriented, be client profile facing. So in other words, everything you do should be about helping someone else, because that's how you'll build trust, confidence, likability, And it's more fun that way. You know, why wouldn't you want to get to know them as much as they want to get to know you? If you've got something of humongous value, anybody who says no to something I offer, I look at it as a regift to the next person. There's only so much me, there's only so much I can do. I only want to do it with people who are doing things, who are positive, who are interested in moving to the fast lane and putting together programs that take introductory opportunities like we have now, you know, sampling what I'm into, what I believe in, and what I can do with someone to duplicate what I'm doing for myself. And I think that's the key. Don't take advice or engage someone who tells you or asks you to do something that they haven't already done and can show results for. So, you know, I think polling's important, posting, you know, I've done it every day for 1,000 days, haven't missed a day. Consistency is king. Content gets better with consistency. The more you do it, the better you get at it. The more you do it, the better feedback you get. Polling is all about feedback. And, you know, there's a saying, there is no failure, only feedback, you know, and there is no situation where you can't get better tomorrow. The past does not have to define the future. And as soon as you put the right numbers in the combination of the safe, it opens up every day. And every day you can go in and get what you need or get what you want and be who you want. So, you know, polling's key. LinkedIn Live, I believe, is the best. That's my program supports. Get your own show. There's hardly anybody on this broadcast network. You know, some people win by being the only people who show up. And if not, get a game plan, right? Put together a strategy, you know, that you can combine everything you're doing in a more cost and time efficient way, and join a mastermind and get tremendous accelerated knowledge share. Learn what everybody's doing together, and everybody can ramp up together. And it's more company, and LinkedIn's a lonely game. People have very little patience. You know, I think it's a 3 to 5 year game plan, but if you took any business from scratch, and especially one you didn't invest much money in, how long would that take to turn a profit? The nice thing is you have no overhead. So when LinkedIn gives you free tools, free access, like polling, like their audience, choose who you want, when you want, how you want, as many times as you want. LinkedIn doesn't tell you what not to do as far as activity. They'd rather see you be posting 10 times a day. So, you know, the idea is it's right in front of you, but it's not something you can do an hour a day and play around and expect anything to happen, because you gain no momentum. You have no traction. It's like going up a down escalator. You know, you got to build action, and it's got to be focused, and it's got to be relevant, and it's got to be consistent, and you need to be authentic. I mean, there's so many things, but you're capable of every little one of them, because by themselves they're no big deal. And it's better to be who you are than who you're not. There's a saying, be who you are because everybody else has been taken. And I think if you apply all of this, which is a lot, and I do it, you know, I think it, I see it, I respond to it. I'm constantly changing. I'm constantly being the product or the person I want to see in others become. And I believe one's success can be greatly improved by helping so many other people be successful. Everybody rises together, and it's lonely at the top. So you don't want to win and be the only one to party. So anyways, start polling. If you want to join one of my programs, go to doncohenconsulting.com. Give yourself the best opportunity to succeed. Buy some vowels before you solve the puzzle. Let's see what working together will do. I only do everything in 30 days at a time, because I want a choice every 30 days who I'm working with. So I never like to get someone overcommitted. And I really want to take what I'm doing, and I know how powerful and valuable it is, and share it with others and see them become successful. Because why go through 3 years of posting every day where in 30 days you're home? So anyways, thanks again for joining. I'll be on tomorrow, unless I get an excited idea later today, and look forward to our next LinkedIn Live. Tuesdays and Fridays, I do Link Tank on LinkedIn Live with Mike Weiss, a true visionary and just a wonderful guy who knows LinkedIn up, down, and all around. So anyways, with that, I'll leave you with one positive saying is no one really cares how much you know until they know how much you care, right? So with that said, go out, have a wonderful day, take some of these takeaways, put them into action, do a poll, see what it happens, let me know, and talk to you later. Thank you so much for being part of the audience. If you feel like it, share it with others. Sharing is so valuable. I will respond to any share.